All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is King of Cards, Tarot Readings. You know what it is. You know how I do. I'm always looking for the good. I'm always trying to find the good. I'm always trying to make things better. This reading is a bit, a little stinging, a little scathing, but it's all good. We can see how we got here from where we've come from. And honestly, moving forward, this is this is where it is. So, flash reading is you got to cut something out. Something's got to go, and you've known it for a while. So, let's jump into the reading. Okay, for our main issue, we have the Ace of Swords, which is the root of air energy or the source of thought, or it can be seen similar to adjustment as a point of separation, a point of distinction, the clarity between one way and another way, not the place where the tip occurs, but the defining boundary between, or just the act of separating or distinguishing. It's more about the distinguishing between things, or trying to understand what something is, or having the clarity of a situation. So, yeah, this is telling me that you see things clearly now, or you're being given the opportunity to see things clearly, and you gotta respect that. You gotta acknowledge that. Don't mistake that. And trust your distinction. Trust what you're seeing. Trust what you're understanding to be true. So, for our right hand opposal, our future state, our positive influence, we have the Princess of Wands. She represents the earthy aspect of fire. This is the material of action. So, for me, this is like what you get from what you do, or what you use to do what you do. Maybe the raw material involved in a production. It's, yeah, it's less of a tool used and more of, yeah, like a material used, like adhesive or, mm, like, what is it called? Baking paper? It's like something you use for the thing, the action. It's like required for the action to take place. Like like a condom or a tampon. It's fairly disposable or one-time use, and yeah, or like charcoal, lighter fluid, the match itself. Like when it's used, it's used. And without it, you can't do the thing. Or you have to find another way. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's see. For our left hand opposal, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, called Swiftness. So, for me, this is saying, like, this isn't something new. This isn't. I see. Yeah, somebody uses you. There's somebody, and they only come to you when they need you for their ends. And so they're going to come to you again and you're gonna see, or they have come to you, you see, like, oh, this is how it's always been. They use me towards a purpose, and that's all I am to them. That's what I am. And you know, if that works for you, like if this is a job and they're paying you well, then it's worth it. It can be worth it. But if it's something you're not enjoying, then this distinction is saying, I need out. So it's either okay, I see. So Ace of Swords is saying if you are receiving in return what feels right for what you're being used for, then you're seeing now not to invest emotionally in this exchange. See, there's no water, there are no cups here. We have sword and wand. And swiftness is saying there's a lack of connection in the situation, but also there is a lingering element because this is in the past. It makes me feel that this has been happening for a while. This isn't a new situation. And so, yeah, this Princess of Wands. Notice she she isn't moving towards something. There's not like a goal she has. It's just the action and the object. Like she just uses it. It's like she likes to watch it burn. Like she smokes the cigarette and maybe doesn't even finish it, you know? It's that kind of energy of like light a new cigarette, put it out. Light a new cigarette, put it out. There's a habitual use vibe I'm getting here. For some of you, this is you. This is your energy and you're using someone and they are becoming aware of that. So be careful if if there's someone you are using in your life, they are detaching emotionally from this relationship. And if you are being used by someone, you have to at least detach emotionally, but really you should be cutting this out. Again, unless there's something that you get out of this, then that's fine. So for our deck top card, we have Nine of Swords, which is called Cruelty. And for me, this is about like pushing something just to the point before it breaks. Like knowing how much you can get away with within the stress of a situation or an object. So this is telling me like you're at your wits' end a little bit. You feel like you're being used to the point of barely being able to replenish. Or if you're the user, you are coming dangerously close to breaking this situation. You're taking too much and you need to chill out. So, yeah, I'm getting that the collective is split on this. Some of you are the users, but most of us are being used, and it's important to recognize where and why that is. Yeah, let's see here. So, this vertical axis of the swords from the ace to the nine, it's given me like you need to be clear about what the situation can handle and what's being pushed to its limit and why is it being pushed to its limit, because it's not sustainable. It's expensive. There's replenishment coming through. And then on the horizontal axis, from the Eight of Wands to the Princess of Wands, I'm getting this. There's not enough earth to keep this thing going. That's it. It's the Eight of Wands is mirroring or mimicking a wheel. It's trying to make the most by going as slowly as possible, or by own. That's the thing. The user is only using you when they have to, because they know that there's a limitation on this. They know that there's a breaking point. And so rather than feed you or water you in order to replenish your energy, they come to you only when they know they need it and only when they know you'll give it. So, yeah, it's time to end this. And if you're the user, the people or person you're using, they're at their wits' end and they're about to cut this off. So it's time for everybody to start paying attention to their own needs and taking care of their own situations. And if you're using someone, you need to be compensating them for that situation. And if someone's using you, you need to get what you need out of that, or you need to get out of that. That's what I'm getting here. So, kind of just want to leave it there. Frustrates me a little bit, this whole dynamic. But let's see. Let me find the positive escape. So this clarity of the Ace of Swords is telling me that if you can push back with the Nine of Swords, if you can push back in a way that is like scalding, there is a chance that this situation can balance itself for you, but if not, then you are at the end of your rope, and that rope isn't going to hold for a lot longer. Yeah. Just pay attention. Pay attention to where things are being used but not replenished, and this slow, only when needed, reaching out. Know your worth. Feed yourself and only give to those who feed you too, or those who can't feed themselves. But that's charity, that's not a relationship. And if you're in a work or family or love or friendship relationship where you're being used, just get out. It's not worth it. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave that here. So, said it before, and I'll say it again. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when new messages drop. This has been King of Cards Tarot Readings. Stay safe out there, and until next time, I'll see you real soon.